He walked away heartbroken, and seeing this, I chased after him desperately, trying to stop him. This is my short love story. I, Weda-in, found myself jogging alongside my friend Sung-hee. Our conversation revolved around relationships, and Sung-hee was adamant about the importance of dating multiple people. However, I couldn't help but hold a different view, as I was still emotionally attached to my ex-boyfriend Jin Sok, even after our breakup. My daily life revolved around my job as a designer in a private company, and it came with its own set of challenges. Unfortunately, I often felt disregarded by my superior, making my professional life just as complicated as my personal one. After enduring years of being mistreated and disrespected at my previous job, I finally had enough. I confronted my arrogant and biased superior, quit my job on the spot, and left the room. Shortly afterward, I secured a 2-month contract at a company called Fly, where my friends Yongji and Sun-hee were already working. The prospect of working together brought us great joy, and on my first day at Fly, they gave me a tour of the shared office space where different businesses, startups, and freelancers collaborated. Sun-hee, my friend who often discusses love and relationships, has a unique perspective on our office, seeing it as a potential breeding ground for romance among our coworkers. After a company tour, she encouraged me to embrace love again, but I initially brushed off her suggestion. The following morning, during a yoga class with Yongji, we unexpectedly met a charming man named Chae Sung-boom, who also happened to work at Fly. Sun-hee was instantly smitten and approached him. Later that evening, during a get-together with colleagues, Sun-hee and Sing-baum shared a passionate kiss after stepping outside for a smoke, giving in to their desires. She suddenly remembered a comment made by Yongji about Sing-baum. This recollection created an awkward atmosphere, leading Sing-baum to return to the bar and leave me, Diane, behind. Not long after that, a man named Park Hyun-woo seemed to sense my solitude and approached me. We decided to have dinner together at a different restaurant, and during our conversation, we quickly established a connection. I confided my concerns about my temporary job and my uncertain future, and Hyun-woo, ever pragmatic, suggested that I should go with the flow, especially considering that it was already December. In a conversation with Hyun-woo, I reveal my New Year's resolution to let go of my past and begin anew, and our conversation turns intimate, leading to a romantic encounter at Hyun-woo's place. The following day at work, Yongji introduces me to my new team members, which includes a surprise revelation that one of them is my ex-boyfriend Jin Sok. The situation gets even more complicated when I realize that our team leader is Hyun-woo. I later confide in Sun-hee, who playfully teases me about the challenge of spending 2 months working alongside my ex-boyfriend and the team leader, finding the situation amusing. The following day, Hyun-woo invites me and Jin Sok to a coffee shop. Upon arrival, we recognize it as the same place where Jin Sok and I used to work together in the past. I am hesitant to enter due to the coffee shop's awareness of our history and past relationship. However, Hyun-woo insists that it's a growing brand aligned with our objectives, selling ready-to-drink products. We reluctantly enter, and I discreetly signal the owner not to address us by name. As we enjoy our coffee, I reminisce about the memories Jin Sok and I shared in this shop, recalling our initial meeting and how we grew closer there. After our coffee break, the team begins their research on various designs, and I capture the progress by taking pictures. Later, I decide to show the pictures to Jin Sok and Hyun-woo. While swiping through them, I accidentally reveal pictures of my dinner with Hyun-woo from the previous night, creating an awkward moment. However, I quickly manage to change the topic, diffusing the tension. After a long and stressful day, I return home and unwind with a chilled beer. On the other hand, Hyun-woo, who is unable to get me out of his mind, is at a restaurant with a friend. The friend suggests that he should ask me out on a date. Hyun-woo summons the courage to do so, but sadly heads home, reminiscing about our time together the previous night. The next evening, Sing-baum approaches Sun-hee and inquires about her sudden laughter after their kiss that day. She is momentarily speechless, but quickly makes up an excuse about having urgent work. He then invites her for a drink, and although hesitant, she agrees. Sing-baum takes her to his friend's live music show and offers her a drink before they enjoy the performance. The The love song they hear is so captivating that it gradually changes Sungi's mood, creating a romantic atmosphere. She finds herself enjoying Simbam's company and is glad she decided to go out with him. Before parting ways, he expresses his genuine enjoyment of their time together, bringing happiness to her. As I leave the office late after a tiring day, Jin Sok approaches me and expresses his happiness at seeing me again. He confesses that he's been thinking about me every day since our breakup and unexpectedly asks if there's a chance for us to reconcile. I'm left shocked and unsure how to respond. However, our conversation is interrupted by Kyun-woo, who returns my earring, claiming that I had forgotten it at his place. This startles me, and I'm uncertain about how to handle the situation. To cover up our secret one-night stand from Jin Sok, I quickly pretend that I left the earring in Kyun-woo's car while we were on our way to the coffee shop earlier. I signal to Kyun-woo to support my lie, which he understands and plays along with. The following day, during the lunch break, Sun-hee asks me how it feels to work with my ex-boyfriend and the memory of our one-night stand. I sadly admit that it serves as a chilling reminder of forgotten memories. However, our conversation is interrupted by Sing-baum, who invites us to a New Year's Eve party. However, I decline the invitation due to work. In a meeting, I proposed the idea of rebranding to Kyun-woo and his team when they couldn't find a suitable design for their client's brand. While Kyun-woo initially hesitated due to tight deadlines, I encouraged them to stay positive and dedicated. Working late, Kyun-woo surprised me with a Christmas cake as a gift. The team leader praised my courage in pursuing the branding project and expressed confidence in my abilities. As we talked, Kyun-woo shared his past experiences of being constrained by traditional methods in his previous company, resonating with my own experience that led to me quitting my previous job. This shared perspective strengthened our connection. We had decided to work through the night on the rebranding project. In the morning, Jin Sok and Yongji arrived at the office to find me and Kyun-woo sleeping at our respective desks. Yongji assumed that we had spent the night at the office, which triggered a hint of jealousy in Jin Sok's heart, although he didn't display it openly. After working diligently at the office without taking breaks, my health started to deteriorate. Concerned about my well-being, Kyun-woo suggested that I should take the rest of the day off. That same evening, I was resting at home when I heard the doorbell ring. Upon answering it, I found Jin Sok standing there with fruits and medicines, showing his care and concern for me. Jin Sok entered my house and prepared a hot drink for me, just as he used to do in the past. He kindly reminded me to take my medicine on time and then left shortly after. After Jin Sok's departure, I received a call from the security guard, notifying me that someone had left a package for me. I went outside to collect it, and upon returning to my room, I received a text from Hyun-woo indicating that he was the one who had left the package. Our conversation continued via text, with Hyun-woo expressing his wishes for my speedy recovery. Afterwards, Hyun-woo and I presented the rebranding proposal to the client, with me leading the presentation confidently and persuading the client to accept our proposal. At the New Year's Eve party, Sun-hee approached different guys and caught Sing-baum's attention. They shared a passionate kiss on an empty staircase. Meanwhile, on the way back from our meeting, Hyun-woo brought up Jin Sok, and I chose not to reveal our past and referred to him as a good colleague. At the beach, Hyun-woo and I had a conversation where he admitted that he had developed strong feelings for me, but I was left speechless. To ease the tension, he changed the subject. Hyun-woo and I continued our journey back to the office. When we arrived, I received a text message from Jin Sok asking me to meet him outside. I excused myself and went to meet him. Jin Sok was waiting with a gift box as my birthday was approaching. He presented the box to me and poured his heart out, expressing regret for his past mistakes and his strong desire to reconcile with me and live a happy life together once again. Overwhelmed with emotions, I broke down in tears, remembering the pain I had endured after our breakup. I questioned why he was doing this now that I was trying to move on. In an attempt to comfort me, Jin Sok leaned in for a kiss. Unfortunately, Hyun-woo witnessed the scene between Jin Sok and me from a distance and was devastated. He walked away heartbroken, and seeing this, I chased after him desperately, trying to stop him. However, he departed, bidding me a final happy new year. Now caught between two lovers, I was left in tears, feeling torn and uncertain about what to do next. After New Year, Hyun-woo distanced himself from me at work, and I met Jin-sok at a coffee shop to discuss our relationship. I confessed to sleeping with Hyun-woo, leaving Jin-sok speechless, and returned his birthday gift. Meanwhile, Sing-baum and Sun-hee had an intimate evening, and it was evident he didn't suffer from impotence. 2 months passed, and Sky Company started working on a project called One Coffee. The client was satisfied, but my contract was expiring. On my last day at work, I expressed gratitude to Hyun-woo and my resolution to start fresh. In the final scene, I met Hyun-woo in an office elevator. I revealed I would be a freelancer there and invited him to dinner. We shared a meaningful glance, implying reconciliation,